I'm looking at Brian here, and I think that he's a young man that's a party animal. I think he might be a womanizer. I think he's, the way I see him, my perception of him is he probably parties all the weekend in the snow, skis a little bit, plays around the little boards and drinks Miller Lite. It's me again. I'm looking at Brittany, and when I look at her, I see a young, pretty girl who may be rich, upper class, but then when you talk to her, she's kind of down to earth. She's not stuck on herself. She's really friendly. She seems to be a worker because she has a job. This is Andrea. This is Jeffrey talking again. Andrea is just about 6 foot, full of woman. Look at that. She's just as tall as she can be. When I look at her with the glasses on, especially, Miss Intellectual of the 4.0, and when I first met her, I see her as the same. Once you start talking to her, she's friendly, she's kind of outgoing. Neither one of these girls are dummies, so what I know of her is she's thinking about her future already, which is good for such a young lady. Girl.
I don't know, did you see her? She's kind of a little bitch.
You think she was really?
Yeah, she was snobby. I don't know what was wrong with her.
She maybe was dealing with a stranger and she just shut down. They kind of got a different...
I think she's just a plain bitch, that's all. The way she was walking, I mean, we're not filming her because we thought she was hot. It was just for a project.
Well, you know, maybe youngsters think that they're hot all the time. She probably thought she was all that in a bag of chips.
Oh look, she's Mexican. She must be an illegal immigrant and be a maid and play soccer.
Okay. Alright, well here's a black guy and he's dressed nice, so he must be a drug dealer of some sort. Probably cocaine or something like that. You can tell by his skin color, fried chicken's his favorite food, with some Kool-Aid, maybe some watermelon as well on the side. Obviously doesn't like the cops. Must be an athlete. He has to be an athlete of some sort.
Okay, I'm looking at a young black man. Looks like he's well dressed, which means to me that he cares about his appearance. He doesn't look like he's a thug or a street person. I've spoken to this young man. He speaks well. He seems to be very intelligent. He has a lot of goals set forth for himself that I'm sure that he's going to achieve. Doesn't seem like he's ghetto fabulous or any negative concepts that people usually have on black men. He's one of the few that's dealing with his responsibilities, staying out of the penitentiary, paying his bills on time, not using drugs. I think this is an upstanding black man who's going to be a future leader for our country.
Alright, so here I have a fellow white young adult. You can tell by his attire that he's more of a rebel type. I'm getting the vibe that he likes to go hunting, he likes trucks, kind of on the hillbilly side, more of a hick. Looks like he likes BMX and stuff like that in the wilderness. He has to be rich just because he's white, like me, you know.
This young man looks to me like a young, rich, white kid. He looks like he's the type of guy that would take a black guy like me out to the hills and say, hey, let's go hunting together. And the next thing I know, he's hunting me. For some reason or another, I guess it's in his face. Looks like he would be smoking a joint while he's doing it, or break off a piece of hash or something. I'm just stereotyping here. I don't know. It might be how he really is or not. But that's just the impression I get from him. But on the flip side of his face, it seems like he's a happy-go-lucky guy. At least while he's hunting me, he'll not be calling me racial slurs. He'll be telling me to run faster, run faster. That's just my impression of him.